Hi everybody, I'm Kirsty Meakin from Neo Nails. In this video, I'm going to show you how to soak off some long ass nails that belong to Faye. So let's have a look at these nails. Damn girl! They are very long, as you can see. And some people think, well, how do you wear them? But how do you take them off? Because taking them off is a mean feat in itself. I'm going to show you how we're going to remove them. Let's have a look at your other hand. I mean, look at the bling, bling, chain, chain. And I'm sure people will be saying, oh, they're too beautiful to take off. But you've had how many fills? 3 fills? 2 fills. 2 fills. So the time for some new gorgeous nails, which we will film, obviously, because we all love a Faye video, don't we? Right, so what I'm going to do first of all is going to check if we've got any lifting, because what I need to be aware of is when I start to cut the length down on these nails, is that I need to support here, because we've got growth here and I don't want to put pressure on Faye's natural nail. So we're going to check hypernicum. So can you zoom in, Adam? Zoom, 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 zoom. So let's get a little pointy tool just so I can show you. This here, this skin here is very delicate because it's the hypernicum. So this seals the natural nail to the nail bed.
You've got massive hypernicums, haven't you?
Massive hypernicums. So you can see that they really stretch up. So if we like compare it to like one of mine, look, mine's like all the way down there. Mine doesn't stretch up as far as this. So when we're cutting the length of these nails off, we need to be aware that Faye has a long hypernicum. The longer you wear nail extensions, you tend to get a longer hypernicum. It's true, isn't it? Yeah. So I batter my nails. Faye doesn't. Faye's very gentle with her nails. I batter them, so that's why I don't have long hypernicums. So I'm going to use these big Mahusive podiatry nippers to crack the sides. So we're not going to hold it down here. It's too low because it'll catch a hypernicum. We're going to hold it roughly. So that's the end of the finger. I'm going to sneeze.
It's a good job she realised before she went to cut. Well, that might
oh my God. Yeah. Imagine if I sneezed then. So yeah, we're going to come about 1 centimetre out. Yeah? So we know we're pretty safe there. And we're going to cut. You can see it'll start to shatter across. And it'll generally crack where that natural nail finishes. And you can see all the daily grime under there. Just lovely. But look, we took the majority of length off. We don't need to start taking off these stones because we're going to cut off this length. So we don't need to bother. So we need to be aware that this hypernicum is there, and then we're going to take off that length. We're going to do this on all 10 nails, and it's lovely how you just make that crack and it just follows across. I
like watching Faye's face when you start cutting them off because she's so upset.
Oh, it's devastating.
I know, it's not nice, is it? It's like
that was straight past.
So I'm making sure I'm putting my thumb on top of the nail to support it at the same time as well.
What does it feel like when you lose them?
Really weird because
it's strange because you can touch it.
You can, yeah, which is really strange.
You can close your hand.
Yeah.
You can punch somebody.
No.
Faye would never do that.
I'd break a nail. Can you imagine?
I know, you'd be like, yeah, I can't get in this fight because I could break a nail. Sorry, girls.
Not a good wingman then.
People think, I think people sometimes are a little bit like threatened by them, a little bit like, oh, don't mess with you.
Don't want to get one of them in the eye.
And I think, who's kidding you? I can't even go there.
Don't they sound really nice?
Like shells.
Yeah, they do. They sound like shells on the beach. If only. Yeah, they look gross underneath. Right, so what we're all going to do now is take off any of the stones that are still on there. So we're just going to grab the corners and start nipping those off and destroy the stones. Still supporting the nail. Got to support that nail. Ping, 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 ping.
Yeah, so I think we've done a couple of these videos of removing phase nails, but the first one we ever did has just gone wild on the channel. And it seems to be when special occasions happen.
So when people have maybe had their nails done and they're thinking, how do I get these off? Oh dear, what have I done? Or maybe like at Christmas time, Adam said that it went a bit crazy, didn't he?
Christmas and
Didn't you?
Valentine's.
Yeah. So at Christmas we were thinking people had like set like their the kits. Maybe they've been brought a kit for Christmas and they've had a go at putting their own nails on, and then they've gone, how do I take these off? And we've all watched the video, so yeah, we've had a lot of views, but we thought we'd give you a nice little updated version for you to watch.
Because Faye was very quiet in that one.
And
She never spoke at all.
Faye's not quiet, are
You're
you?
very quiet today.
She's not got into the swing yet. I was thinking you were being quite good. You've been a good girl and doing everything that I asked.
I am.
Yeah.
The day is still young.
Let's see how long that lasts. What I'm going to do now is take an e-file. You could just use your files. So if I show you here, we have our new files. So Neo Nails, I've brought out 4 new files. They are beautiful. So you've got an 80 grit, 120, 180 and 240. So 240 is no good for this job. That is for natural nails. 180 is no good for this job. It's too soft. 120, yeah, we might use that. And the 80 grit, yes, definitely. Do not use this on a natural nail. You will obliterate the nail. This is just for removing bulk from a nail. So you can see that this really eats into the nail. So imagine if this was a natural nail.
It'd be absolutely obliterated.
And this is quite warm as well, so it will heat up quite quick because it is so coarse. The lower the number, the coarser the file. So you could just use a hand file. The 120 is pretty good as well for removing bulk. Be nice for shaping as well, that one. But I'm going to go in with an e-file because it'll do the job a little bit quicker. But those of you that don't have e-files and, you know, are a bit scared of them, you can use your 80 grit file.
I'm curious to tell you when I tried.
Tell them.
You tried.
I tried. Yeah, I didn't do too bad, did I? But first, as soon as it touched, it went whoop. What do you call it? Round the
world. Yeah, so we were at my house and she was like, oh, let me have a go on your nails. Let me just have a go. And I was like, oh, really? And I think we did an Instagram live, didn't we?
I think we did.
Yeah, and she was like, as soon as she hit it, she was like, like, and I was like, oh my God.
But then once I got control and you taught me through it.
You were quite good, weren't you? She was good, you know.
I've been having my nails for about 11, 12 years.
Once
you
she
think
got
I've seen it a few times. Well, yeah, once I got steady, you did say,
Yeah.
you did praise me.
She was quite good, you know. So, when I'm e-filing down, I'm removing about 80% of the product. So, sort of 70 to 80% of the product and leaving a thin layer of product on the nail. That'll make it a lot quicker to soak off. So if I, for instance, just took off about that much, it would take a lot longer to soak off. but we're going to go down a little bit thinner.
One thing some people actually mention on the channel is like when you take back the natural nail, they're like, why are you doing that? Why don't you let them grow? But obviously, for somebody like Faye, who has extensions on like 24/7, 365.
Well, the reason we take it down is because it interferes with the shape that we're actually going to create. So it interferes with the sculpting form and it doesn't fit as neatly. So, and you know, if we were just doing an almond, you know, a short almond, then yeah, we'd keep the natural nail and we'd just overlay it. But do you really think Faye is going to have a natural overlay ever in her life?
Should we try it one day?
One day, maybe.
One
But
day.
then, like, I'd have to come in the following day to go.
I know, I was going to say, you'd be like, I can't cope. What is this? What is this you've done?
I do still have lots of people questioning me all the time. I still get random people stopping me. I get asked all the time at work. And when I'm out
What did they ask you?
How I wipe my bottom.
How you wipe your bottom?
How I pat my nose.
That's probably the biggest question on your videos.
Sometimes people ask, like,
Can you please tell the viewers how you wipe your bottom?
how do you wipe yours?
Just to,
That's what I normally say. I go, why would you wipe yours? Yeah, I do it exactly the same. It would be absolutely no different.
do you use more tissue? Because I do.
More tissue.
More tissue. Like,
I'm always a little bit like, I would never use like one sheet anyway.
You like a boxing glove then?
Wouldn't like one sheet.
yeah, there's
Which you would
yeah. I use a lot of toilet roll. More is more. More is more.
Longer is longer.
So you can see, you know, we've gone right down. If we want to have a little loop down the barrel, you can see how thin we've made it. So we're not hitting the natural nail, we're just going right down. So we've just got a thin layer of product just to speed up the soaking off process.
I have a lot of people ask me about how damaged my own natural nail is as well.
You've got really good natural nails.
I've got really quite coarse, thick hair and quite strong nails, really. I suppose it does depend on the individual, but loads of people ask me, like, are your nails not absolutely wet because you never have your nails off? Don't you need to let them breathe? Me and you were like, they're not a flower.
They don't need to breathe, they don't have lungs.
It's not a bottle of wine.
Yeah, people say that. The nails need to breathe. No, they don't.
Because people say, oh, I've had them off, give them a breather.
Yeah, give them a rest.
If anything, you're giving them a protective layer so that it should be really good underneath.
Yeah, definitely. I do think that, you know, when somebody's got a really thin natural nail, having a little bit of product on, whether it's gel polish or, you know, a thin layer of acrylic, it acts like a bandage to the nail and it helps it grow out to a longer length. Or even if they've you know, been to a salon, they've got damaged nails, you know, it'll help the nail grow that damage out.
My nails wouldn't have that shape to them if I didn't have nails on.
I would say if you're doing this in a salon, I would wear a mask or I would have a dust extractor, because you can see there's a lot of dust here. But because I don't do a massive amount of nails all the time, it's not a massive issue, but I'm making sure I'm not right over the nail while I'm doing this, so I'm not inhaling product. We don't have a dust extractor on camera because they make a lot of noise, but I do recommend you to have a dust extractor in the salon or wearing a dust mask.
You used to in the academy, didn't you?
Yeah, so in my old academy we had all dust extractors because
they're like setting the table, aren't they?
Yeah, whereas when we film it's a bit different. Right, so now I'm just going to take some of the length off. file that down quite easily because it's so much thinner. And again, that's less product that we need to sew. Right, so now I'm going to take some lint-free pads.
Oh, it's ever so strange because I'm already like putting my hands like that. Just because I'm so used.
We're going to cut up.
You get me teddy bear jumper on cam.
Yeah. You on camera?
Okay. Go on.
She doesn't want to tell.
Go on, your makeup looks really nice.
It doesn't.
It does. Turn round. Turn round. Just turn round. Your makeup looks dead nice today. You look lovely. Just turn round dead quick. Dead quick.
Told her she looks banging.
Dead quick. Go on. Go on. Everyone wants to know what you look like. Right, so we've got
Monkey.
some lint-free pads that we're going to use. We're going to soak those in acetone. And then we've got a bit of foil. For the thumbs, I'm going to use a bigger piece.
Trying to say I've got big thumbs.
Well, you know. Place that on. We're going to wrap it up. Make sure it's all squished inside.
Because you know what'll happen when I start looking for glitters in a minute. You'll be like, I like Kirsty. It's come off.
So you're going to saturate your lint-free pad. Place it on. Wrap it over and around and close the end. That was a lot neater than the thumb.
The thumb looks like it's been in a car crash. Like,
Again, wrap it around so you know that it's all flat and tight. And then close the end. Make sure you close that end. It'll hold everything nice and tight, and it'll also keep the air from getting to the acetone. And it'll also keep the warmth in. Now, my daughter actually told me that I'm doing this the wrong way. I've just realised I have to do it this way, she says. Alicia says the shiny part should be on the inside. She says that
I have something to do with the heat.
reflects the heat, apparently.
Well,
We'll see.
that one might work. These aren't going to work then now. Great. See what I mean? This is all ready. Just cutting corners.
I do like how, you know, my daughter pays an interest and says, Mum, you do know you're doing that wrong. I'm like,
Yeah, it's like if you're cooking something, you always put a Chinese side down, like on, or Chinese side
is
up.
that correct then?
Yeah, so if you're grilling something, if you're going to grill something,
Yeah.
put your tin foil underneath, and when the heat comes down, it'll bounce off it and you cook the bottom, the underneath. Like if you've got them on a wire wrap or something, like chicken wings or...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chicken wings.
Oh, I could just do it with chicken wings.
Awkward.
Here's Domino's delivered.
You said makeup looks nice, and you went today.
Who went today?
You. Every time you see me with my makeup on, you always like, oh, your makeup looks really nice. You were just like, your makeup looks really nice.
It, that's all.
She went, today.
Did I?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realise I did that. I do apologise.
Eyes are very sparkly today as well, aren't they?
Getting all compliments today, girl.
Hey, girl.
So we're going to repeat this process on all of Faye's nails. And we're going to leave them on for around 10 minutes.
Is this where you do the little fast forward bit?
A few minutes later.
Look at that.
Does it come off a treat?
Coming off a treat. I'm going to use a spatula. Look at that. Look at that. Lovely. So it's softened the acrylic. And then now, where's that file gone through? I need that file now.
There's one on the set.
The really soft file that you
Yeah. So I'm going to take the 240 grit file because we need it now. And just skip over with that because there's a lot of natural nail there now. And I don't want to hit it with anything too coarse. Yeah, so I'm going to do this same process over all of the nails. So you can see how nice and soft that is. I'm just going to get rid of that. if there's anything really hard on there still, you can re-wrap it and do that process again. So I've finished soaking everything off, filed any bits off that I needed to, and these are Faye's nails. She's just washed her hands. I've just got her to wash them. I am going to finish. Oh, shall we use the peach? Because it's vanilla.
Vanilla.
I'm going to finish with a little bit of vanilla cuticle oil. Now, I do need to make sure that oil goes right underneath that hypericium, because this is a good opportunity to get some oil and nourishment right under there. Let's rub that in. So, how long have you been having your nails done for, Faye?
About 11 years.
God, I'm so old.
It's got to be.
I'm so old. How old are you?
28.
Wow. You was just a kid,
I was.
weren't you? When you first started coming. You were just a kid.
I'm leaving them like that, just polishing on them.
So yeah, shall we just pour a bit of nail polish on them?
Can't do for me.
How would you call?
Really?
Yeah.
If I just put a bit of
Throw a
nail
bit marble
polish?
on it, yeah.
Yeah,
Marble.
really.
Can't do strawberry.
Gel polish marble.
Marble.
Can you imagine?
Yeah, go on, do it.
You're such a liar.
Dare you?
No, because I know that you'll just be going, get that off my nails now. Yeah, they look nice. Nice, healthy nails. It's a nice bit of length there. I think we could just put a little bit of gel polish on them and they would look nice. So,
Hell no! Hell no!
There you are, guys. That's how to soak off some very long nails and doing it in the quickest time possible. Yeah, I hope that's helped you guys. Don't forget, check us out on Facebook and Instagram. Everything I've used today will be listed below. And I'll see you in the next video. It could be Faye's new fall set. What we're going to do. Exciting time!